What is up, my lovely Cancers? Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, guys. Cross watchers, loving it. All right, for the month of June, Cancer, in your love life, I'm seeing you stand your ground here. All right. So the energy that's presenting itself is playfulness. So to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And I feel like that's what you guys are doing for the month of June. Like you're really changing your focus. The overall energy is like the Five of Cups energy. This is like saying, you know, you've went through some past bad situations in love, but I really feel like with this Seven of Wands coming up in the center, you really know what you want, Cancer. You're very aware of what you want now because of past connections that just didn't work out. Okay, you're learning yourself as far as what you want in a relationship. So coming up here in the first week of June, we have the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles, right? Yes, the Two of Pentacles. So you're finding yourself trying to find that balance. Okay, some of you in past relationships, you've been through a struggle. All right, you've been through very much of a struggle. So it's just kind of like self-healing and trying to find your balance here. You do believe this is like an end of a difficult situation. Like you're done, you're over it, Cancer. You want a love that's lasting. You want a love that's equal give and take. And I really feel like you're not going to settle for anything less now. You really know what you want, okay? Because coming up in the second week here, we have the Sacral Chakra card, which is all about your wants and your desires, along with the Seven of Wands, which is all about you, your beliefs, you're protecting yourself. It's like, this is what I want. Do you want the same thing? If you do not want the same thing, then we can't be connected here. I feel like people that you're going to come in contact with that maybe offering you a relationship, you're going to be upfront, Cancer, okay? Because we have the Throat Chakra card here. You're going to be very much upfront with this person and say, look, this is what I'm looking for in a relationship. So if that's not what you're looking for, then I don't, there's no connection here. We might as well not even try. Because right now, I know my worth, okay? And what I want is what I want. It's not that you're trying to be above anyone else, Cancer. It's just, I really feel like as far as love and relationships, you're done. You're done, you're just done, all right? Now, we have that Star card coming up here in the first section here, but let's go ahead and talk about week number 3. Around the third week, all right, we have the Eight of Swords coming up, which is helpless and hopeless. We have balance here, all right, and we also have the Nine of Swords, which is darkest fears. I feel like you're still going, like there's gonna be a moment in June where you're like, I'm never gonna find the right person, okay? And it may put you a little bit of being in, despair, a little bit of depression. It's like, is there anyone out there for me? But there is, Cancer, and I really feel like you're gonna find that direction because you're still going to keep that balance. Okay, you're still going to know what you want, and you're still not going to settle for anything less. So for you in June, it's going to be like, I want what I want. I can't help it. If that doesn't find me love, then so be it. But eventually, like, you're at a point, Cancer, where you're like, eventually love will find me. The right person will find me, okay? Because that's the energy you're definitely in for June. Now, coming up in the first row, we have the Star card here, which is a dream come true. Believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. So there is hope, okay? There's still hope to find this everlasting love here, to find the right person that you're going, that you're just going to mesh with well. I just feel for you, Cancer, you don't want Clash of the Titans anymore. You don't want to be in battle with someone anymore. You don't want to be in a relationship where you're having to fight for it, or you're having to give more of yourself than what you're receiving back in return. Because coming up here in the center row, we have the Seven of Michael, which is the Seven of Swords. All right. You know that there's an easier way. Okay. There's an easier way as far as connecting with others. And I feel like for you, you're going to be reviewing all the details of your life, your past situations, and going, it's going to be like an aha moment for you. It's like, did I really allow that to happen to me? And you're going to realize that it wasn't a wise decision, a wise choice. Okay. So now it's like, I'm going to start defending myself. I'm going to start sticking up for myself and being like, no, that's not what I want in a relationship. So verbally just telling people what you want. Okay. For June. Now coming up in the third row, the King of Gabriel is coming out, which is the King of Wands in the traditional tarot. So more or less, you're very, very determined here. Like, you see the bigger picture now. And that's what I'm saying with this throat chakra. You're very balanced to the point where you know what you want. Although fear will arise here as far as the Nine of Swords coming up here in the third week. But with that fear, there's also clarity. But the clarity is the realization of not finding a partner, because it's like, Cancer, you're going to feel like, are my standards too high? Have I set the bar way too high where, someone can't come in and love me? No, Cancer. So you know what you want. And I feel like you deserve it, okay? You've been through a lot of trauma. You've been through a lot of bad situations, all right? It's time to speak up and remain in that Seven of Wands energy. Protect and defend yourself. Because ultimately your advice from Spirit is, there is a connection for you, and it is worth waiting for. It is worth having this fear, okay, of, am I going to not find the right person? Spirit is saying, yes, the right person will come to you, because what you're doing when you set your bar high, okay, it requires another person to meet at your level, someone who is at your level, someone who wants the same things. And that's going to allow for that person to enter your life. If you set the bar low and you go back to the same thing that you were doing, you're going to pick up bad people, bad situations. It's going to be a rinse and repeat here, and you don't want to do that, Cancer. Spirit is saying you don't want to do that, because at some point, this is like, excuse me, there's something here that Spirit is wanting you to acknowledge, and that's the fact that you're, letting people step all over you, and you're just you're giving to others more than you are receiving. And Spirit is saying you're going to have to keep repeating that until you're going to keep getting in bad relationships until you finally stop the cycle and say, oh, no, I'm the Seven of Wands. This is what I want, and you can't change my mind about it, okay? Opening up that throat chakra, being verbal with people, not lashing out at people, but being firm and saying, hey, this is what I want, okay? You do, with the King of Gabriel here, this is having a genuine concern for others. but at some point, like you have a concern about whether or not your standards are too high. And I say that they're not, Cancer, but also you do have a genuine concern for yourself. And seeing the bigger picture that's going on and knowing that you can't continue to allow people just to come in to your life and say they want a connection with you, but yet they take and they take and they take, and Cancer is give, give, give. All right. So that's what Spirit is saying. What you are doing, Cancer, Spirit is saying, please keep doing it, because keep that standard high, keep that bar high, because it's going to allow for the connection that you actually want, because that's why Spirit is saying it's worth waiting for. It's worth taking a pause for, because we do have perspective here as far as, and I see the sun right behind it as well, guys. So Spirit is saying, you know, be different than in relationships and loves. Take it to a different level. You know what you want. Don't settle for anything, Cancer. Don't settle for anything, because great love will find you here with the sun. The sun is all about happiness. It's all about joy. It's all about having a wonderful life and a wonderful connection with someone. And Spirit's advice to you is, you, Cancer, the Chariot card coming out as your overall advice. Spirit is saying, you know what you want, Cancer. Go for it. Go after it. Keep your standards, your bar set high. That way people have to come up to your level and meet you at that level. You don't want to go down to their level, Cancer. You're already up there. You know what you want. Don't take a step down for others. All right. So that's what I'm getting here. I really hope this reading helps, guys. So in June, you're going to find yourself where you're healing. You're healing from your past. All right. You're healing from your past, and now you're taking a look at everything that has happened to you, and you're like, did I really allow that? And you're like, no, I can't do that anymore, because that's what's going wrong. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is continue, I'm gonna set my bar higher, and I'm going to go after my wants, my desires. And if anyone can't meet me at that level, then they don't need to be in my life. It could be a partner, it could be a friendship, anything like that. You're just not having it for June, Cancer. You're just not. And I think this is a beautiful energy to be in. Remember, Cancer, if someone can't meet you at your level, then you don't step down. Don't step down at all. Don't continue to give to others where you're not receiving back. We always want an equal give and take, Cancer, and that is what his Spirit is saying here to you. Your guardian angels are saying that still have that self-control, still know what you want, and be determined to go after it. Don't take a step out of line for someone else. Don't step out of line for someone else because that's what they want you to do, for you to meet them. No. All right, you're too high up, Cancer. That's what I want to say. So I really hope this reading helps, guys. I love you so much. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, and take care, Cancer.